Hey guys, welcome back. We are on our way to a call regarding a repossession order. So there's a repossession out for a truck by Maze Bank, and they last seen at this location at this guy's address, so they want me to go and pick it up. Now, if the guy is there, I have to present him the paperwork. Here's the kind of weird part about it. The paperwork stipulates that anything that is in the vehicle must remain in the vehicle while I repossess it, meaning that any possessions in the vehicle are not allowed to be taken out. I don't know why this clause is there, however, it's there by Mace Bank, and I'm going to try to enforce it the best I can. If, obviously, the person gets very argumentative, doesn't want the stuff taken out, then I'll have to call the police, but we'll see how it goes from here. Okay, and so we're almost here. I'm gonna make a left here, and then it looks like the actual address for the house is just gonna be right here on the right side. It looks like that's gonna be the truck right there, that gray one right there. Looks like that's actually gonna be him. And there's a guy next to it too. I'll assume he's the owner. The AIs are going crazy right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and serve him with the order of repossession by the bank. And then hopefully he actually cooperates and gives it up easily. However, if not, we'll just see how it goes from there. I went ahead and checked the license plate. It is actually the car that we're looking for. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk to this guy right here and see if he's the owner. Excuse me, sir. Hey, how you doing? I didn't mean to interrupt your work.
Oh, hey, yeah, how you doing?
Hey, I'm looking for Mr. Whittaker.
That's me.
Hey, Mr. Whittaker, how you doing? My name's Dean. I'm an employee for DV Towing. So I have a repossession order on your Bravado right there, the truck from the bank. Would you like to look at it?
On my truck?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me see that.
Here you go. Yeah, so basically, due to non-payment, the banks ordered me to repossess the vehicle. And then once you pay the bank, it'll save a certain amount of money right there. I didn't take a look at it. Then after that, you can get the truck, and then either DV Towing can bring it back, or you can get it from the bank then.
Well, where does it go?
So it'll go to the bank. They'll take care of it, and I'll put it in one of their impound lots.
All right. 4 months, it says, crap. I thought I could have sworn that with, what's going on in the world here, that the banks were allowed to accept non-payment.
Unfortunately, that would be between you and the bank. My job is just to repossess the vehicle, unfortunately. So it's just one of those things where I just don't have the answers for you. In my opinion, you're absolutely right with which is what's going on and everything like that. That the bank should be a little bit more lenient on stuff like that. However, unfortunately, I have to do my job.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Well, what do you need me to sign? I gotta get my stuff out.
So unfortunately, Maze Bank has informed me that due to the commercial contract, and you can see it in the paperwork there, that I can't let you get your stuff out. That's going to have to be retrieved by the bank. More specifically, I think it says it at the bottom there on section 2.
Commercial use. Okay. Crap. It doesn't. Well, it's just my personal tools. It's not like I have it's not like company owned tools. Because I'm just a general contractor, that's what I'm kind of a handyman. I need my tools to work.
That makes sense. And honestly, I can't really tell you how the contract works. This is something new. I've never really seen it before. However, if you look at the bottom of the paperwork there, it explains that either taken out on a loan or your vehicle's used for commercial use or something like that, that all the items inside the truck have to remain inside the vehicle while I tow it away, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Okay. Can I make a phone call? Here, you can take this back. I really need my tools. I mean, that's how I work. I know you're doing your job and everything, but I mean, they're just in the back in the bed there. It's just, my hammers, my wrenches, my screwdrivers, all my everything.
Unfortunately, that's just out of my control. If honestly, the best I can do for you is give you the number to the bank like they asked me to do, so that way you can work this all out. However, as of right now, on the paperwork here, everything has to remain in the truck before I repossess it.
Okay. What's that phone number on the bank? Okay, already. Can you just give me a moment to make a phone call here?
Yeah, I'll give you a few minutes.
Thank you.
So he's just gonna make a phone call. Hopefully he doesn't try to take anything out of the truck, because if he does, then I am actually gonna have to call the police. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give him a few minutes here. If he tries to drive away with the vehicle, I'm unable to stop him physically. It's not my job. However, I can tell the police. And since I've already served him with the repossession papers here, I assume it'll be treated as a stolen vehicle.
I can't get anybody. Shit. There's no way I could get my stuff. I mean, it's just, it's just my tools, my screwdrivers. They're right here in the back.
So unfortunately, because it is in the paperwork, I can't let you do that. Otherwise, it would affect my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Like I mentioned, this is a really, really weird clause, and I've never seen it before.
I understand that. I mean, I know about losing jobs. What the hell do I need? I'm not gonna be able to work at all, though. That's my problem.
Well,
I gotta take my tools. That's them. Like they don't own my tools. They own the vehicle. I have a loan on the vehicle, but not the tools in it.
Well, unfortunately, according to the paperwork, everything, your tools included, has to remain inside the vehicle. So there are a number of options. I would assume you could rent tools at a bulk price from Flywheels or something temporarily, or something like that, while you get your tools back.
I am broke though. This is my issue, that I just got kicked out of this house. I got to be out in 2 more days, and I'm packing, and that's what I got that over here, that dresser over there, and oh man, I gotta be able to get my tools. The bank doesn't own the tools. I get the car. I know you're doing your job, but I gotta get the tools. Otherwise, I can't work. How am I gonna afford this? The payments of 4 months payments.
It is an unfortunate situation. My assumption would be, if you call the bank tomorrow morning and you work that out with them, then they'll let you get your truck back the very next morning.
I mean, what do you have you done this a long time? Do they usually work with people like this?
Yeah, so I've actually been in this situation quite a few times. Normally what happens is you would call the bank tomorrow morning, the representative would pick up on the phone, they would say that, hey, you owe this much money, and just depending on your credit, they'll say we need X amount to get it out now, and then or we need the full payment to get it out now. But if your credit's good, you haven't had any issues with like this before, they'll just say, hey, we need, just as an example, $200 to get it out now, and then they'll give you your tools back.
That to my name. I got $112. I need. I gotta get the tools.
I'll just give you an example. They'll give you a price, and then they'll say, and then you can explain to them my house just got. I don't know if you got foreclosed or evicted out of your house.
Evicted, yeah.
But if you,
I rent you.
If you explain it to them, and then you show them the eviction notice too, I'm sure they'll be a little bit more lenient with stuff like that. They normally do, especially with, like you said, with COVID going on and stuff like that.
I could have sworn the the governor here had put stops on evictions and repossessions and stuff due to late payments with what's going on, and I'm, I thought I'd be okay. I'm trying to work. It's a slow year for me, contract work, and it's
Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be that way in your case, but if you appeal that to the bank...
shit. I really can't get these tools.
No, you can't. Unfortunately, if you try to take anything from the vehicle, I have to call the police.
Well, then you call the police, then, and I'm gonna call them too. Then
Okay.
I gotta get my tools.
If you want to call the police and have them sort it out, go right ahead, sir. I'm not going to stop you.
Well, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so he's pretty upset. I can't let him have his tools because of the bank paperwork. The bank specifically said that everything has to stay within the vehicle. And it says that on my paperwork here, and he's not too happy about it, so he's actually calling the police now, and the police are going to come here and sort it out.
What company are you from, sir?
My name is Dean. I'm with DV Towing.
EV Towing. All right. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I know you're doing your job.
I know. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I completely do. And I'm trying to help you out the best I can, but if you feel more comfortable with the police being here, that's completely fine with me. So he's on the phone with the police now, and then they'll get here, and I'll assume they'll sort it out. I have my paperwork, and then we'll see really what they can do.
All right, we'll be here. Thank you. They're coming. I appreciate you waiting so I can figure this out. But
Oh, no worries.
I know you're doing your job, and I'm just I'm in a hard spot here.
I understand, and I'll still help you out the best I can, really. And situations like this, even when I tell the bank, like, hey, this dude has his tools in his truck, he's obviously a contractor, or he does construction work on the side.
That's nice of you. I appreciate that. It's just I can't work without the tools. That's my lifeline.
And now that I think about it, sir, if it does end up coming to it, I've seen it before where they're like, oh, we don't want the contents in the vehicle, so you can pick them up at X, spot, at X location.
I can only hope.
Right. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. I am sorry that you're down. I don't want to say down on your luck, because it's been hard on everybody, but I'm sorry that you're in this situation.
Some people got it worse. I got evicted from my landlord day before yesterday, and really what's worrying me is that I have joint custody of my son, but part of that paperwork from the court to have joint custody, I have to have a place to live.
Right.
And I just got joint custody again about a year ago, and now I'm trying to try to work and get that payment all squared away with my landlord, but it ain't gonna happen. It's just been so slow with work, with what's going on. I hate this.
With are you self-employed, or do you work for a company?
Yeah, no, general contractor.
Okay, cool, neat. Tell you what, if you don't mind, so my wife and I actually, we were thinking about putting in some new cabinets in the kitchen, because the other ones are MDF, they're particle board, and we're actually looking for a GC to get to just knock all that crud out and put some new ones in.
What are you having put in? You want something like a granite or something even fancy?
Not granite. We're just thinking like not MDF, just actual wood. You know what I mean? Some actual wood cabinets.
Well, I mean, I do everything. The other day I was over at the Ace Liquor Wolf down in Sandy there and fixed their broken window. Somebody threw something through it, I guess. It broke the left side door.
Oh man.
It's just but that's not like, paying my bills. It was a few bucks here and there. It wasn't really an expensive job.
Right.
What I'm really good at is roofing, but I could certainly do kitchens and bathrooms and tiling, That's kind of my forte. But do you live in the county? Because I have to, you know, I have some law enforcement problems. I have to stay in the county due to
Yeah,
my.
I live in Toledo, so
Oh, great.
I live in their jurisdiction. Tell you what, if you have a business card, I'll take your business card. And
Yeah,
like I said, we're actually
well,
looking for a contractor.
it's in my truck.
Oh, that's funny. That's unfortunate.
Well, let me look at my wallet. Let me. That's not too big. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then the cabinets,
Certainly
they just like they run along the walls. So yep, there's the
Easy enough. Yeah.
there's the officer there.
Good. Okay.
So
Yeah,
there's the cop right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wave him down here, and then I'll let him talk to the cop first before I go and talk to him.
Hey,
Hi.
Deputy Benzola, Central Sheriff's Office. How's it going?
Hi, deputy. Listen, he's here with DV towing. He's got paperwork to repossess my truck here. Okay. Lack of payment, I guess, which is true. But that's fine. I want my tools though. I need my tools to work.
Ignore that explosion. Sorry,
But
guys.
he's
The
saying
AIs like to
paperwork
crash
on
their
there is,
planes in
that he
the
has
side of the
that
mountain.
I'm not able to take anything out of my truck. Any possessions in my truck are now property of the bank, basically, is how I understand it.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you have in your truck?
I've got all my tools. I've got screwdrivers, my hammers, my wrenches. That's what I do. I'm a general contractor. You know, that's what I need to work.
Okay, gotcha. And what's your name again, sir?
James Whitaker.
Okay, James Whitaker.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, just 1 second. Write some things down here.
Yeah. I just I understand where he's coming from. I'm not trying to give him a hard time. I understand he's doing his job. I have a job. I just I have to have my tools to work.
Okay.
And I just got evicted out of this house day before yesterday, and I've got another 2 days to get out. And what I'm really trying to do is build up some money so I can pay the back rent on that. And I could have sworn with what's going on in the world that the governor had said nobody can be evicted or repossessions can be taken due to lack of payment. But
Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm getting your information right now. My sergeant's coming right now. It's going to be Sergeant Max. But let me get some information from him real fast, and then we'll kind of go from there as well.
I just need my tools. That's
Sure. No, I understand. Okay, sir.
Hey, sir. How you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing, sir?
Hey, my name's
It's,
Dean
yeah, go
Rogers.
ahead. Dean Rogers, okay. It's Deputy Benzola, Central Sheriff's Office. Okay.
Um,
I'm probably going to let my sergeant here kind of take over that part.
hello, sir.
What's going on?
My name's Dean Rogers. I work with DV Towing. So basically, I came here on a repossession order. Maze Bank said there is a repossession for a quote-unquote 4x4 gray truck, and I came, and he says he lives here. I came here, I saw the truck, I ran the license plate, or I didn't run it, I just cross-referenced it with my paperwork, and it was the actual truck. The gentleman was sitting out there in his front porch working on a cabinet, and so I came up to him and I introduced myself. I said, I'm Dean Rogers, I'm with DV Towing. I do have a repossession order for your truck. And I showed him the paperwork. And pretty much he was like, okay, I understand. And it was something about late payments for a few months. I don't know how many exactly. But he began to get a little bit upset when I told him that unfortunately no possessions can be removed from the vehicle per the instructions on the bank.
Right with you, sir.
So it's something to do with actual commercial property being inside the vehicle and taking a loan for commercial use and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I really don't know how it works. But I even showed him the clause on my paperwork where it says...
Wait, he cannot get his stuff out of his car? I mean, the repossession is just because of...
According to my paperwork, yes, sir. That's correct.
Yeah. You got that paperwork with you or in your truck or whatever?
Yes, sir, I do. I have a copy of it in my truck. I just put it in there before you guys showed up.
All right. I know you're just doing a job over here, but I would like to look into that because put that paperwork besides right now for just for a second. Just your honest opinion.
In my honest opinion, I don't see a problem with him getting his stuff out. But really, that's not up to me. That's not my decision, you know? Yeah, I personally don't have an issue with
obviously that person over there, the gentleman over there, is in somewhat of a trouble.
Sure,
and
yeah.
And due to circumstance, I happen to know that man over there, and he's trying to get back on his feet. And I think he got some tools and whatnot in his truck. Okay? So accordingly to try to come back on his feet and work, he needs at least his tools.
I agree with that, and personally, like I mentioned, I don't have an issue with him getting his tools. However, and I'll show you the paperwork. It specifically says on it, everything inside of the vehicle has to remain inside the vehicle while it's being repossessed, according to the bank.
Okay. Okay. Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Go to your tow truck and get the paperwork ready, and I'm gonna meet you there in a second. I'm gonna talk to Mr. I think Weathers it is, right? Something like that. I'm not totally wrong.
It's Mr. Whitaker or Whittaker?
Whitaker, yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll get that for you.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Hey, Benzo, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm actually getting the paperwork right now from my truck. I put it in there before they showed up.
Or not?
Probably. Hey, let me talk to the tow truck driver real quick.
Yeah.
Here.
All right.
Hey, thank you for your patience.
Oh, no worries, sir.
Can I have a look here real quick?
Yeah. Here you go. I'll hand you the clipboard.
This is tough. I'm sorry to call you guys out. I wasn't giving him a hard time. We're not just.
Yeah. So it's on the second page. It's in the middle of the page there. It's the
I gotta get my tools.
And I even told him, sir. I told him like, hey, I'll even talk to the bank on your behalf and let them know. You know what I mean? And then normally what they do sometimes is they'll say, hey, we're not interested in the contents of the truck.
Well, he said it was from,
however, you can pick up your contents at X location.
Who knows? I don't know. I just trying to.
Okay. I mean, I know it's late, but could you get in contact with the bank? Like, do you have somebody that supervises you or sends you out those contracts, or do you have to get in touch with your supervisor over at what's the company? DV Towing?
So regarding that, I could call my supervisor, and I can see what they can do there.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's possible to make an exception, because that man over there struggles really. Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I mean, I'm not making the laws, right? I need to enforce it, but sometimes some discretion is useful. Yeah, so that man over there is going to be evicted from his home over here. He is working. He needs his tools at least to get somewhat of money in his pockets to try to get out of this down loop. Okay.
Well, and honestly, it'll help just regarding the fact that I can tell him, hey, the police are here and this is what they say, and then basically what he'll do is he'll approve it or deny it or whatever he has to do. But that would be the person that I could contact immediately and get a response from them.
It would be kind of weird though, because like technically by law, the property itself, the vehicle, yes, belongs to the bank, but property of Mr. Whittaker over there does not belong to the bank, like his tools, like his power drill, his wrenches, his screwdrivers and whatnot. That is property of Mr. Whittaker over here. And just because that stuff is right now in his truck, that doesn't mean that they can keep those things. They would have to hand it over anyway. So I don't see a problem with getting these things out of there, with us looking at supervising that, okay? Making sure he doesn't pick any parts from the vehicle.
I completely agree, sir, and it's really not my decision. It really isn't.
Okay.
Disregarding that part.
If you would do me a big favor, go and contact your supervisor if he can get in contact with the guys at the bank, and maybe they can give. I mean, hey, they can call me and I can talk to them, right? Because that would be just an extra burden on Mr. Whittaker over here, and sometimes you have to use somewhat of discretion over here. Even we do that. We can do that. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm asking you to do that.
Well, it's a lot different situation now that And he told me about the eviction beforehand, and I you know, all I can really do, sir, you know what I mean, is speak to the bank on my behalf. But now it's a different situation that the police are here, and you guys are also asking to use discretion due to the situation. So what I'll do is, yes, sir, I'll call my supervisor.
Thank you. Hey, here's the paperwork back. Yeah.
Typically, I mean, it's kind of rare that they actually.
Okay, and yeah, if you want to get on the phone with the supervisor, that would be awesome.
Okay, yes, sir. I'll do that really quick.
All right.
So now I'm going to give my DV towing supervisor a call and see what he says, but given the situation with the police being here, most likely he's going to let the clause slide, and then we'll just deal with that later. But that would be between him and the bank. It wouldn't really be my jurisdiction. So my supervisor did give me the permission to do the exception.
Yeah, so he's trying to pay his rent and whatnot to get to stay in this home here because he got a son, and with the custody and whatnot, he has to have a livable home and whatnot, right? So there's a lot of going on with him right now. And he's working, like he's a handyman. He was repairing the door at Ace Liquor and whatnot. So James, how old is your son?
He's 10.
He's 10, Mark.
So that cop is on the phone with the actual sheriff right now and seeing if the sheriff can do something about it.
We are at 4016 parallel to Sonora Road, behind those motels in the trailer park. I will stall. All right, bye. Okay, Jim, just sit tight. Maybe we can figure something out.
All right, sir.
Hey, did you get on the phone?
I talked with him. So
okay, what do you say?
So I explained.
Hey, you want a cigarette?
I don't smoke.
Let's get over here. Let's have a cigarette here real quick.
So I explained to him. I pretty.
So you want a cigarette?
No, I'm okay. I don't smoke. But I called my supervisor. I explained to him the situation.
What's the supervisor name?
My supervisor's name? It's Miles Irvin.
Yeah. Mile?
Yeah.
Irvin?
Yeah.
I-R...
V-I-N.
No. V-I-N?
Yes, sir. But...
round glasses?
No.
No? Huh.
So, pretty much, what...
I thought I knew him, though. I knew somebody with that name, Miles Irvin. Yeah. I think I knew somebody like that. No. Was it Miles? I'm like...
He's really trying to stall me. Anyway, I did give him a call. I explained the paperwork and the clause in it. He said that, quote-unquote, that's the stupidest effing thing I've ever heard. All this good stuff.
Your supervisor said that?
Yeah. And so I
what bank is it again? Was it Maze Bank?
Maze Bank, yeah. And so...
Yeah, I'm not familiar with... I mean, I am familiar with that, but not anymore because I left that house. I mean, those guys, they are some... I mean, not saying loan shark, but you get it, right?
Right. I agree with you. But as I was saying, he said that given the situation, that the exception can be made.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I got a... stand by for me, sir.
So you heard him say, quote-unquote, I'll stall him. I think what that means is the sheriff is on his way to sort this out personally. And he just wants to keep me here and keep me from repossessing the vehicle at this time. But I went ahead and told him that the exception can be made anyway, but he kept interrupting me, trying to stall me, which I thought was pretty funny. DV Towing, this is Dean.
Oh, this is Jenny from the Maze Bank. Is this the DV Towing Company?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I just wanted to call. Are you out with the subject for repossession that we had sent you to?
Yes, I'm currently with the gentleman right now, and the police are here.
Can you verify his name for our records, please?
It's a Mr. Whittaker, Mr. James.
James Whittaker. Yes. Okay, that's perfect. I just wanted to call and let you know that we do not need your services at this time. A $1,000 donation was made from a Mark D'Angelo, in the Mr. Whittaker's name, and now he has been paid forward for the next month.
Okay, that sorts it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Alright.
Well, that was weird.
Is it the same one as in the city?
I don't get out to the city too much.
Gentlemen?
But
Yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. So I just got a call from Maze Bank, and they had somebody pay forward the amount for your truck, Mr. Whittaker. So pretty much what that means is they called me off, so I'm not going to be repossessing your vehicle today.
Wait a second. Somebody paid the loan?
Yes, that's correct. So basically, I got a call from Maze Bank just now, and they told me that somebody heard about your situation and paid the outstanding balance on your truck. Therefore, they called me off of this, and I don't need to repossess your vehicle any longer.
Oh my goodness, that wow.
So it is a pretty interesting way to end the situation. However, I'm just going to be leaving now unless the officers need anything else.
No, we're good. Do you need any paperwork signed or something?
No sir, not anymore. I'm going to be out of here.
Hey, I appreciate your help, man.
Yes sir.
Wow, thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you very much.
And you gave me the right card, Mr. Whittaker, because I still need those cabinets. We're still thinking about doing it. We're gonna pull the trigger on it, and I'll give you a call for that.
Oh, see, doing even more business with this, man.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Alrighty.
I told you.
Have a good day,
Thank
sir.
you so much. Thank you. Wow.
All right.
Have a
Take
nice
care,
one.
sir. Have a good one.
Oh.
Let me kind of explain what just happened there, because it is a little bit confusing. So the officer over there, the sergeant, called the sheriff, and then the sheriff called Maze Bank and paid off Mr. Whittaker's outstanding debt on his truck. Therefore, Maze Bank just called me and told me that they no longer need the truck repossessed. So it's pretty much a happy ending for all of us, and I'm gonna call Mr. Whittaker to get those cabinets replaced soon.